Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ogonna, and if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment on this video. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for always checking back on my channel. So from the title of this video, you already know what today's video is going to be about. So I'll be telling you guys how my wedding dress was ruined. Yes, that's the story I'm about to share with you people. So this week was my wedding anniversary, and it just got me thinking and reminiscing about how my wedding was and the mishaps that happened, and I decided to come and give you guys this gist. So I got married in 2019, and then I was in final year. Yes, I was in final year. I was writing my project and also planning for my exams. So I didn't really want anything that was going to distract me. You can imagine this type of thing with planning a wedding. So I left most of the wedding plannings for the family, and I'm grateful to God for the type of family that I had and the type of family that my husband had. They took care of every single thing. Like, I didn't even do much during the wedding, to be honest. So I didn't really do much except for personal things that had to do with my clothes and the rest of it. And I got amazing help from my sister-in-law. So my sister-in-law was the one that took me to Aba to buy materials. We went to Aba to shop for materials, every single material. And that's like when it was as if from there, that was when this clothes was just marked X. Because we went to Aba, we bought my traditional marriage dresses, we bought the ashebi dresses, we bought the bridesmaid dresses, like even the ones I was going to give families, I got it and everything. But the only material that I didn't get that day was my reception dress material. We couldn't get it, time was choking us, and we had to go back to Enugu that day. So we had to leave Aba to go back to Enugu. We went back and we were like, okay, we will always find that type of material in Enugu. It won't be difficult to get just a single material in Enugu. So that was it. I went back to school after we had taken the clothes to the tailor and the rest of it. Later on, we got the material for the reception dress, and I took it to the tailor. And mind you, this tailor is not just anyhow kind of tailor. It's my sister-in-law's tailor, and we've been seeing his handwork since. Like, he made my introduction dress. I'll be attaching the picture here for you to see. He made my introduction dress. He makes clothes for my sisters-in-law. So I've seen his handwork. It's not like I was going to try out a new person. The funny thing is that even the traditional marriage dresses that he made for me were really nice. I'll be attaching the pictures for you here. So I wasn't there when he was told the style for the reception dress, but everything, I like really trusted the tailor that everything was going to go well. So the day I came to fit in my dresses, the reception dress wasn't there. He said it had gone for weaving or something like that, that it wasn't at his shop at the moment. So I tried on the traditional marriage dresses, and they were all good. Like, the ones that had issues were minor issues, that if I didn't even test them, I could have still managed them. So it just had really minor issues. My mind wasn't even there that the reception dress was going to have any issues. Like, I was so happy, my dresses are fine and the rest of it. So I went back home, and then the traditional marriage came. After the traditional marriage, you know that when it gets to the week, everything is just like rush. My sister-in-law came back. I asked her for the dress. She said, you know, it wasn't really there. It was there. And I was calm. I didn't even bother. Like, it's not the person that made all these dresses that I wore. It's going to be okay. So after my traditional marriage, because my traditional marriage was in the village and the wedding was in town, in Nsukka. So after the traditional marriage, we moved back to Nsukka and went to the hotel where we were going to stay for our bridal shower and the rest of it. And that was on Friday. The trial was on Thursday. So after the traditional marriage on Thursday, by Friday morning, we all moved back to Nsukka. And then by evening, I was at the hotel where we were going to do our bridal shower and the rest. And that was when I got the dress. But when the dress came, I was really busy. They were making my hair so we wouldn't get choked up the next morning. So things were like heating up. Everywhere was busy. I had to do my hair, do every other thing, and then by night I decided to try on the dress. Let me just see what the dress looks like. Like, I can't even explain this dress. I didn't even take a picture with the dress, because if I show you this dress, you would never believe that it was the same person that made these other dresses that I just showed you that made this dress. Like, I looked like a prophet. The dress was long. Of course, it was going to be long, but then it wasn't my size, and the hands were long. It was supposed to have an open back, a V open back, but my dear, it was horrible. I wore it, I looked at my mirror, and it was so bad. You don't even want to know how I felt that moment. But the thing is, during my wedding, I just didn't want anything that was going to cause me long-term sadness. That was just the goal for me. Like, I had so many other things that went wrong, but I get angry at that time and then I move on, because if I allowed it to do well, I was just going to ruin my day. So after seeing the clothes that way, I just made up my mind that I won't wear it. I'll just wear my wedding dress from the beginning to the end. My wedding dress was really beautiful and amazing, and I loved it. I was just somehow going from such a beautiful wedding gown to a reception dress that I could not explain. So I just decided to stick with my wedding dress since it really looked good and I was okay with the way it was. So the wedding morning, I just said to show my friends I wore it. They were like, you can manage it, you can. And I told them, how can I manage this clothes? Like, look at it, was big, the hands were big. It was just not it. It wasn't the style we told him. It wasn't even a manageable style, and to top it up, it wasn't my size. Like, if it was even tight on my body, then maybe I would have seen the beauty or something like that. And it was already late. Who would I have told to go and shape the dress for me on the Saturday morning to the wedding? Like, it was going to just spoil a whole lot of things. It was just going to get my mind, where's this person, where's the other person, is the dress ready, did they do it well, can I? So I just decided to not to wear it. After all, not everybody wears a reception dress, and it doesn't really matter. That was just how I saw it, and I took my mind off it and continued my day. Like, I don't really know what to say about Nigerian Tailor. I don't know. My style-in-law would say that like the guy was high or something when he was making that dress, because it was really surprising to find that type of bad dress for him. But it's as if the clothes still serve the use, because the next morning my mom-in-law called us that let's go for Thanksgiving, and we didn't really plan to go for that Thanksgiving, so I didn't have any dress in mind to go for Thanksgiving. She said we should come, let's go for Thanksgiving in church, and I just said, okay, let me just wear the dress. I now wore the dress like that and managed the dress for the Thanksgiving, although that day was the day I disposed that dress. Yes, that day. Like, I just, after the church, by evening time, I had to just dispose the dress. So I don't even have it. I would have worn it and taken a picture to show you guys, but that was it. I didn't have a reception dress and I was fine. And this was not like the only thing that went wrong during my wedding. The hair I ordered came wrong. Yes, and my phone got stolen on my wedding day. I'll still tell you guys about that one, how my phone got stolen on my wedding day. By the time I was going to church, I already knew that I knew I wasn't with my phone. But if I had known at that point, I should have asked people to go back and check. But I think that's just going to be a gist for another day. I'll gist you guys how I lost my phone on my wedding day and every other thing that went wrong. Well, I think the advice in all of this, or the lesson, is don't do last minute fitting. Don't do we already know what Nigerian tailors can do to people, so try your best not to do last minute fitting. Because if I had fit that dress maybe 3 days before, I would have been able to make a new one and the rest of it. But it also still had a good side, because I didn't know how to dance, and because my wedding dress was a ball dress, it helped me in dancing. If I had changed to that my reception dress, more people would have stoned me water for my horrible dancing. But because my gown was full and I tried to move, people felt I could dance. I was getting compliments, you dance really well. Guy, I can't dance. If I had worn that dress, you guys would have chased me out, because you would have been able to see every move I was making, and they were horrible moves. So that's like the consolation part of everything. But I just want to say that fit your dress 3 days, 4 days before. So if anything is wrong with it, you can always make a new one. Like in weddings, no matter how much you dot the I's and cross the T's, it's as if something must always just go wrong. So just try as much as possible, so that when things are going wrong, it won't be like big things. Like me, I was lucky not to have the big things going wrong. It was just the little things that I can take my minds off from worrying me, from spoiling my day. So I just advise you to do the same. Try to fit your dresses longer before the day, and just try your best and leave the rest for God. And if anything goes wrong, don't carry it to heart so much, so it doesn't spoil your day. Worry about it, then move on. Because if you allow the sadness to overwhelm you, you're going to ruin your day, and for the rest of your life, anytime you remember your wedding, that's what you remember. So try your best to not let it ruin your day completely. Take your minds off it and move ahead, move on with your day, move on with your celebration. There is nothing to be worried about. So if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. You know how it goes. Please support me, support this channel.